Hello everyone and welcome back to round 5 of season 2 of the F1 Championship Edition career mode. Yes, we're back this weekend here for the European Grand Prix at the Nurburgring. Of course, if you missed out on the video that went live earlier this week from Imola, would highly recommend going back and checking it out. But yeah, we desperately need a return to the points here. Currently now down in P8 overall in the championship. Michael Schumacher leads the way ahead of Fernando Alonso and Felipe Massa and Super Aguri. Well, we're still in that battle with Honda at the moment. But you can see, yeah, 10 points back now behind our kind of big brother team, if you will, in this series there. Got a bit of a gap over Toyota and Red Bull that I'm hoping we can hang on to as we make our way through this season. But of course, yeah, massive thank you to everyone that is still watching and supporting these videos. I've got a lot of exciting stuff planned for 2024. But yeah, the Nurburgring last year actually was a really good race for us. So fingers crossed we can score some points today. Well, I enjoy coming back to the Nurburgring inside F1 Championship Edition, but my oh my, this track is still wildly inaccurate, which is always quite funny. As well. It's staggering how sometimes a corner that is downhill, like this one, are uphill on this game. Yeah, it just always makes me chuckle. Exception of the final chicane, a lot of the curbs around here are very flat, which actually means you can use them, which is super ideal. But yeah, Imola is really, just a race I want to try and put behind us. That chicane you can take with so much speed. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, we can try and get back in the points this weekend. Albert Park as well was a pretty big disappointment. Need to make sure, obviously, we're still finishing races reliably. And hopefully, of course, we can still try and get a big contract offer.
Here we are once again at the Nürburgring for Saturday qualifying. As usual, we're expecting it to be as exciting and incident-filled as ever. So let's press on with session 1.
Right, heading out then, ready for qualifying. Of course, James Allen has always got to get the first word in. But yeah, Christian Alva's then my former teammate first out onto the circuit. We had good pace though in free practice. So like I said, you know, this really, I'm hoping, should be a track where we can try and score some points. So we want to try and just fly our way through qualifying if we can. Our final corner then of our first Q1 run. We are going to be the first car to set a time. It's a 32.3 there. That should be us safely through. There we go then, nice and easily done there out of Q1. 6 seconds quicker than UGE Day this weekend. That's quite a lot. Even the curbs through the final chicane feel very flat actually. Not that I really intend on risking it throughout the weekend, but yeah, getting ready then for my first Q2 run. Top times now only in the mid-33s, so we've got a real opportunity for pole position this weekend.
Christian Klein posts a qualifying time. Good lap time there. He should be pleased with that.
Oh, just cut the inside curb a little bit too much, and we will pay the ultimate price. There we go, times are tumbling then from the AI. Felipe Massa now into the 132, so we've still got to bring our A game to this second qualifying session. That lap would not have been good enough for pole. Right, come on then, we haven't got much time left on the clock. Let's hope this second run is going to be good enough to see us through. And into Q3 is rounding our way out of the final corner, up towards the line. 32.5 there. That will leave us fastest again. While Ralf Schumacher there just narrowly missing out on Q3. But we go fastest once again. However, AI looking quite racy here. We often struggle in Q3. Let's see what we can do with race fuel on board. Well, Fernando Alonso then has set the benchmark on a 1:34.8. So time's definitely a lot slower. But maybe the AI are out on heavy fuel. Or maybe they're running, more fuel than I am. That's a lot of curb through the final chicane there. Again, I really don't want to risk it too much. But let's go then. First lap in anger here in Q3. Want to try and get it done as few laps as possible. So we've got the best tyres we can ready for the race. Really, I mean, that S section is so inaccurate, but so fun when you get it hooked up. But just a handful of corners to go then. Looks like Alonso... Oh, Schumacher done a 32.5 on race fuel. Where has that come from? From the Michael? That's some Ferrari magic we haven't seen so far this season. But as we make our way out of the final corner then, surely we're not going to get anywhere near that Michael Schumacher up towards the line for us. We go P5 there, but Schumacher's got to be a second clear of anybody. Well, Schumacher clearly showcasing that lap wasn't luck. He's gone even quicker on the second run round. As, yeah, AI seemingly not losing much pace around this venue. We got a 10th and a half up in Sector 1, a 10th and a half up in Sector 2. I think we've just got to send it through this final chicane now if we want to try and get a good time on the board. Renault's getting increasingly closer as we just try and hang on to the car on the exit. A little bit of rally cross, but the traction control will keep the back end in check out of the final corner up towards the line. What's the time going to be? Going to be a 33.3. 9 tenths off the Michael, and it's good enough for P2. Well, there we go then. It's P2 on the grid, barely ahead of Alonso and Felipe Massa there. But Michael Schumacher, almost 9 tenths clear at the front of the field. I'm only hoping, because it's one of his home Grand Prix, that he's gone for a low-fuel glory run here. Otherwise, everyone is in massive, massive trouble. He really kept that one hidden away till right at the very end.
This is the European Grand Prix, live from the world-famous Nurburgring in Germany. Germany has the honour of hosting 2 Grand Prix, but there are strict rules that a country can only host 1 race per year. So the Nurburgring's race is the European Grand Prix. The Nurburgring doesn't have the glamour of Monaco, the location of Montreal, or the weather of Melbourne, but what it does have is the ability to put on some truly thrilling races. Pretty much perfect weather conditions for racing here today, so we should see some very competitive lap times during this race. Michael Schumacher will start from pole. You're next alongside him on the front row. They're followed by Fernando Alonso in 3rd, Massa 4th, Montoya takes 5th, Giancarlo Fisichella is next to him in 6th, Rubens Barrichello starts 7th, Jenson Button rounds off the top 8.
Well, just a shout out to Honda. Remember, I went 3 tenths quicker than either of your drivers once again this weekend in qualifying. And, for our own personal good, last time we qualified P2 on the grid, I believe, was in Bahrain. So hopefully that's going to be a good omen today as well then. That's not such a good omen. We'll go for a nice little half spin. Oh, and another one. We'll go for a full spin that time. Hello, Fernando Alonso. Oopsie daisy. Oh, no!
Turn up the volume and enjoy. Here we go. Go!
It didn't go! I pressed the button and it just didn't work.
To a flyer. So does Alonso.
What was that about on the run down towards turn 1?
As they head towards the first corner. Michael Schumacher leads out of turn 1. Behind him is Massa. Next is Alonso.
Well, the dream start then for Ferrari at the start of this Grand Prix, but we've got ice-cold tyres, and when I press triangle, it just didn't work. Triangle, for those of you that don't know, is my upshift button on this game. Yes, laugh at me with my controller binds down in the comments below, but what an absolute disaster then it's been. But I got to try and make sure that I get through lap 1 without spinning, because that's often where we run into issues inside F1 Championship Edition there. Looks to have been a fairly clean start by most of the field, though. But yeah, Ferrari, the ideal start for them, from 1st and 4th on the grid to 1 and 2, as we make our way around lap 1.
The car condition indicator is showing green tyres. They've heated up nicely now. Grip should be good.
We have got absolutely no straight line speed here against the AI. I've certainly got a lot of extra braking performance there, and Alonso into that final chicane. That's all we think about a look down the inside, but think better of it. We'll get a better run off the corner though, as Alonso just had a little bit of a wobble, and again we can't do anything with it. Give us a car with some proper straight line speed, we would be absolutely flying here down the inside of the Spaniard. Oh, big move, he tries to turn in on me. A little bit of contact was made, as I think Fernando and I kind of just met in the middle, but we held our ground.
Michael Schumacher leads. Massa is 2nd. He's up from 4th. You're 3rd. 4th is Alonso. He's lost a place from his starting position. Montoya 5th. Fisichella 6th. Barrichello is 7th. And Button 8th.
Great time through sector 1. Keep it going.
Oh, we might take some points out of Honda then this weekend if we can get a good result here. But yeah, we've got to try and beef it with the Ferraris apparently. I would quite happily take a podium, but, you know, as always, we're gunning for wins. Well, not really too sure if we're going to be able to hassle those Ferraris early on. I'm hoping they're on quite low fuel.
The fastest time you've set so far.
6/10 found through the first sector. But yeah, we're really not taking any time out of them early on here. Should I be too worried about that? We are still at a Super Aguri at the end of the day. No. Knew as soon as I turned in. We messed that up. Try and get the car back round before we take out... No, I've just spat again. Oh, dearie me. I was just desperate to try and keep up with the Ferraris. Oh, yeah, that's right. Go around again, Carl. Why not, eh? I was desperately trying to match the Ferraris and just tipped it in too early. And now...
Quarter of the way through this
Come
Grand
on.
Prix, Michael Schumacher leads. Massa is second. Alonso third. Montoya fourth. He's up from fifth. Fisichella fifth. That's a gain of 1 place. Barrichello is sixth. Seventh is Button. And Raikkonen is 8th.
You're at 12th at the moment. Try and push a little harder.
Never going to try and pretend that wasn't a bit of a desperate dive bomb, but down to 12th place then in the European Grand Prix here. Just heartbreaking. You make one small mistake, trying to desperately keep up with those Ferraris. But yeah, looking on the mini-map and looking at the pace we had, points definitely should still be possible. It's just now a question of how many. Oh, come on. Nico Rosberg, very, very slow there. Make our way out onto the back straight. That Williams sounds good, though, in a straight line. Were they using Toyota engines by 2006? I can't remember. Either way, Rosberg there, very, very slow through the final chicane. I obviously, understandably, don't want to take too many big risks through there again. Can we try and get a good run out of the final corner, though? Yes, we will. I'm going to try and sit under the Williams gearbox there, try and get as much slipstream as possible. Might have to be another big dive at turn 1 for 11th place. Down the inside we'll go. That one, though, a little bit cleaner.
Okay, P11 right now.
Someone's got issues. Don't know who it is. Don't know where the oil is, more worryingly. It's easy does it, easy does it. Where's that oil and who is it that's out? Oh, it's Montoya. Montoya out then of the European Grand Prix.
And the temperature has dropped quite markedly. It's still dry at the moment, but there's a possibility of rain before this race is over.
Oh, okay, that makes things very, very interesting there. Martin Brundle. Rain apparently could be on the way. And if Ferrari have to box earlier than us, this might really hamper them. No. Just dipped a wheel on the grass on the way in. And those places I'd recovered. I know what to do, engineer, but clearly I don't. Let's see if we can get a switch on DC out the first couple of corners. Of course, collided with him at the start of the Malaysian Grand Prix there as we used 2 wheels on the grass to slide our way down the inside of the Scot. And yeah, back up then into 12th place, which I believe was the position we finished here last year. But we really need to score points today. I won't be boxing next lap. We're going to try and drag this stint out, see if we can make it to the wet period. Oh, come on. Nick Heidfeld again. Just slowing down in completely the wrong place. I'm not expecting it. Still, we're not seeing any of our front runners, though, into the pits.
Michael Schumacher leads. Massa is second. Alonso third. Fourth is Fisichella. Barrichello fifth. Jensen Button in sixth. In seventh is Raikkonen. And Trulli is 8th.
You're good, mate. You're moving very well through the field.
If I pulled that move off in real life, I'm not sure Nick Heidfeld would be very happy with it, and quite rightly so. That was pretty disgusting. Oh, there we go. One of the Renaults, the first to blink then in this GP, as well as one of the Honda cars. I think... Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're going to box now. We're going to box as strategy originally implied. Because I think the rain is easily still a few more laps out. But how on earth is Michael Schumacher still going? What is that Ferrari car powered by? The way he was able to set that lap in qualifying and has not dropped pace is... Oh, there's traffic jam in the pit lane. This is not helpful. Going to lose even more time in the process. Right, nice tidy pit stop though. Oh, that was poor. Come on, go, 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 go. 9.3 is not great. We're going to lose out a little bit of time to Rosberg in that Williams. Keep getting done for crossing the white line on the exit. No! Ide! Come on, Yuji. Please move out of the way, my friend. 6 seconds quicker than you in qualifying. Surely it's not worth the fight, Ide, please. There we go. Around the outside of our teammate we'll go. And yeah, wait for that rain to roll in right now as Schumacher hasn't pit. Smattering more F1 cars into the pit lane then at the end of lap 9. But yeah, I think we might see some small gains from this short first stint. There we go, we've come out. Don't know who that was ahead of, actually. I think that was Heidfeld. I believe it was Heidfeld. It was, in fact, Nick Heidfeld, yes. But we need to try and find a way around Rosberg. Lines like that aren't going to do me any favours. Come on. Ah! Nico, please give me some room around the outside. Oh, Rosberg there runs himself right up towards the white line.
Race distance. Michael Schumacher leads. In second, it's Trulli. Massa is third. Fourth is Alonso. Fisichella fifth. He's moved up from sixth. Next is Ralf Schumacher. David Coulthard is seventh. He's down from sixth. And Barrichello is in eighth.
Rosberg and I probably having one of the best battles I think I've ever had on this game. Want to end it now though, because we might be able to have a look to the inside of the Williams. Down the inside we'll go there. Big diving manoeuvre. Rosberg will try and get the switch, but it won't happen. And we are back into 10th place then of this GP. Trulli's gone, both Toyotas have gone really long here. So we can only hope we can take a little bit more time out of them. But yeah, Ralf Schumacher still a few seconds up the road. Yellows. We got oil down somewhere. Try to avoid it. Who's gone? Don't say it's a back marker. I think it's a back marker. Oh, there's the oil. Oh, we just about got around it. But yeah, it's someone behind us who's out of the race. I think it's Mark Webber. Michael Schumacher then just lapping my teammate Yuji Ide. He's going to come through to extend his championship lead at the top of the table there. Once again, Ferrari looking pretty powerful in this series, and Schumi desperate to try and make it now a 9th Formula 1 world title.
To take top spot on the podium. Massa will hang on to finish in second.
Alonso and Giancarlo Fisichella 3rd and 4th, ahead of both of the Hondas as well. But as we make our way through the final couple of corners, around the outside of Ralf again, we'll just about move back up into P9 then of this GP, but we've seen how good that Toyota is down the straights. So we're going to try and sit defensive from Ralf. He's going to have a look to the inside. We brake just a bit later. We bobble over the curbing, but I came out the throttle to hopefully not get a penalty. One more corner to go. Trulli's going to pick up the final point, and we're going to come through for an agonising P9 finish when all is said and done.
It's been a captivating weekend here at the Nurburgring. Plenty of action, plenty of surprises. It's been a brilliant weekend of racing here in Germany. The tens of thousands of F1 fans that travel here from all over Europe have seen a great spectacle today, and they'll be going home happy. I've enjoyed it immensely, and we hope you have too. We'll see you again in only 7 days' time in Barcelona, where the 2005 world champion Fernando Alonso will be looking to seal a home victory in front of his loyal fans. Until next week, goodbye and take care.
Go then, fairly script at the top of the field. Ferrari, Renault and Honda making up all of our top runners there. Shout out to Ide, beating both of the Midlands at the end of the weekend there. But it means now, yeah, Schumacher, a 7-point lead over Felipe Massa in the Drivers' Championship, followed by both of those Renault cars. So top 4 in the race are our top 4 in the championship there. We're still ahead of Jenson Button though, so there's still hope for us. But yeah, disappointed despite the pace we showcased that we weren't able to walk away with any points there. And for Aguri, well, we're currently in P5 still, but Toyota just closing in that gap a little bit. I'd love to lock down P5 though this season. Thank you all so much for watching this video though. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very, very soon when Formula 1 heads to Barcelona. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.